YouTube, and welcome back to the Retro Gamer Quiz. We're back on a Wednesday night as normal now, broadcasting against the football, so really appreciate that you guys would rather watch this than find out who England's going to be playing in the next round. I'm really happy about it. So tonight we have got our current champion, Sega Zombie, and he's up against an absolutely cracking lad who I absolutely love watching his videos, and it's Mike from Mike's Shed. So hope you guys are all good, and we're going to say hello to Mike first. So welcome, Mike from Mike's Shed. I'm absolutely spot on, mate. Welcome, Shed to Shed. You can't beat a bit of shed love, mate, I tell you.
You know, I feel like you could just walk in right into your shed right now. That's how it feels. There's a certain ambience.
You're more than welcome any time to do that. If ever you just happen to be passing Inverness, which is about 450 miles from you, you know, if you just happen to be nipping by, you're more than welcome to come in, mate. We can play some Spectrum.
I'll see you tonight.
Fucking hell, you'll be driving pretty fast to make it tonight, mate. So, I always ask everyone, have you been doing any preparations for the quiz, mate, or have you just thought, fuck it, I'll see what happens?
Well, I did think, fucking hell, I'll see what happens. Then I thought, actually, I was watching a couple of them and I thought, all right, I see what you do get a bit of you get the measurables, don't you, before we come on? So I thought I better check up on a few things, and you know, you've probably checked my MO, and
I'm a subscriber. If anyone's watching who's not subscribed to Mike, seriously, guys, you're missing out big time. His channel's excellent, and it's really mixed and varied as well. Like, you've got VHS stuff, you've got figures. Like, what else is on your channel?
Anything that I can find lying around the house, really.
Yeah.
Only joke.
Just any old shit. So you're up against Sega Zombie, who's our four-time champion now, or it might be soon. So he's been putting the away opponents like no bother, and I think Retro Chef is literally dying for anyone to beat him.
Fair enough.
So, well, here we go, guys. It's your current YouTuber of the year. You know him as Scott. Everyone else knows him as Sega Zombie. Hi, Scott. How you doing, mate?
Greetings, guys. How we doing?
Can I just say it, Scott? You look really refreshed, mate.
Do I? Yeah, I feel really sort of awake and alive.
Yeah, all right. You look really good, man. Yeah. I wish I could finish work and just and still look as good as that.
I'm in my pajamas. I'm in bed here.
You know, I feel really. Oh my God, he's got his roundies on.
I've got my pajama bottoms on. But I thought I'd wear this absolutely fantastic piece of design by Mike. He didn't give us this just before the quiz or anything like that. This was a bung from a lot earlier. So
I'm feeling left out. I want a shed.
It's coming your way. The shed.
Oh,
yeah, I
want a shed, mate.
My shed is currently fallen down and full of mice. You know, I can't put that in my shed.
I know. I've got a thing about Sega Loft.
Yeah, that's an idea, isn't it?
Put out there.
So before we get started, I'll just quickly see who's in the chat. I don't know if there'll be quite many because obviously the football's on. But hey, never mind. We'll be able to watch the highlights. Colin Cox is in. I always like to mention Colin. He does a lot of work for a men's charity here, which you might have seen at the beginning, which is Andy's Man's Club. It's okay to talk. Remember, guys, a problem shared could be hopefully a problem solved, or at least a step in the right direction. So hi, Colin, and thanks for doing the modern. He's there trying to make sure everyone's really good. Remember, guys, don't type the answers in the comments until we're doing the answers bit. And we do get the answers, so don't worry, that'll definitely happen. But if you can not do it during the quiz and maybe type them at the end, because I'll go through all the questions again anyway. Jody Slasher Gaming says, hello, YouTube. I'll read petals and princesses, and I don't know my Geordie accent. I've probably just really pissed off so many people doing that. Hyper Trigger X is in again. It's good to see him back again. And we've got Stuart, Generation Pixel. I've got so much. He is pumping out some content at the minute.
Yeah.
Loving the Spectrum stuff though. Like long, may that continue. Really enjoying his A to Z X. Definitely get along and have a look at that, guys, if you haven't seen it.
I was really enjoying Generation Pixel. He's just received the sort of YouTube community box, hasn't he?
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, a little spoiler: you get to see Geordie Slacker Gamer in his prime. I'll just put that out there.
Oh yeah. Boy, he's a fine specimen of a man.
Oh, a very attractive man.
Oh, Yorkshireman 66 is that's my intro. How dare you? But the difference is you do it in a Yorkshire accent and naked sometimes, whereas I'm definitely keeping my t-shirt on. I do watch your videos. I'm always lurking. So yeah, guys, good luck in the comments tonight with the quiz. I was just explaining to Mike before, I always try and do a little bit of research into who's on, and you might find there's a question that you could possibly think that you're meant to know the answer, and you don't, so we'll see how we get on with those tonight. Let's crack on. So the first round that we have is the pixelated picture round. So, Mike, that's just like a screenshot of a game, and you've just got to give me what the game is. If there's a sequel, like so, for instance, last episode was Streets of Rage. Just Streets of Rage is fine. I don't expect you to get 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Like, you know, unless they're vastly different games. You know. Okay. So yeah. So I'm not a total bastard. I save that for the music.
Yeah.
I think you got 2 or 3 last time, didn't you?
Oh no, that's the best I'd ever done on the music round. I couldn't believe it.
So, guys, as I normally say, when I put this on, you'll not be able to hear what I'm saying, or I won't be able to hear you. Okay. So, if you need to have a piss in a can, for instance, during the pitches, is definitely the time.
I just go in my pants. I'm at that age.
Well, obviously, the same as my son, because that's what he does at the minute as well. So we're getting there. he's only just turned 4. Not like Mike. I think you should announce your age live on YouTube, because I am blown away by this.
This morning, I'm nearly 49. A golden 49 years. I'll be hitting that 50. And by the way, my plans next year for my 50th or whenever it is to go to Japan. That's the plan. I want to get to before I'm in my box.
Can you put me up like a Famicom disc system that actually works while you're out there?
Give me your orders.
I'll come back.
I'll be coming into Humberside, They don't.
Where? They don't fly up to where? Fucking Humberside.
I'll be waiting. I'll get me bike down to Essex.
Oh, fucking hell. Right. So, there's 5 of these guys. Good luck. And, I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side. So, guys, do you get an okay with that? I like to kind of lure you into a false sense of security.
I felt like he did okay. I felt like he did okay. One was really annoying because I knew it, but I couldn't remember the name of it. So I'm probably wrong on the rest. So you know what I mean? But yeah, I feel confident.
How about you, Scott?
I don't know. I'm a bit uncertain on a couple of those.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know why.
I thought they were easier than last week's.
No.
They look like other games. They look quite familiar to other games,
Yes,
and I think that's
yes.
where I might have fucked up. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I suppose. If there's a few of the same genre, then yeah. That might happen. Okay, lads. Well, obviously we're saving the answers to the end. So now I'd like to move on to the 10 quiz questions. These are just completely mixed, just the best that I can come up with on the day, and I do double check them all. But obviously, you know, I have now got a full-time job, so I can't put as much time into checking stuff as what I used to. But yeah, I've tried my best, so we'll see how these goes. Guys, you've both obviously got a pen and paper. I should have maybe asked that before.
You know what I did?
You might have just had like an awesome memory.
You know, you're saying about time and work. What I did, I've made the shed my job. So this is my job now. Yeah.
What? A YouTube star?
Yeah, I think of.
Oh,
I think.
Wow! Well, congratulations!
You know, I've gone for it. You know, so the wife's not too happy. You know, it's a bit hard. We'll get there. We'll get there. You know,
well, she's just pissed off because it doesn't bring in any money.
Fucking using all the Wi-Fi.
I'm really happy with how my channel's been going recently. Like I managed it 2 milestones in a week. We've got like the 500 subscribers and 20,000 views, so I'm absolutely buzzing with that. So thanks everyone watching for subscribing and stuff. You know, we're in, and yeah, as Sayom was saying today, because he got his 20,000 views the same day as me, which is pretty weird. But anyway, we're definitely not the same person. So yeah, quite bizarre. Quite bizarre. Okay. So let's move on to the first question, guys. I always like keep them kind of in the same order as what I normally try to ask. So question 1 is, what game was released first in the UK PAL region? Was it Ghouls and Ghosts or Ghosts and Goblins?
In the UK, the PAL region one, yeah?
Yeah. So and I'll ask the question. I'll go through it again. What game was released first in the PAL region? Ghouls and Ghosts or Ghosts and Goblins?
Okay.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. 50-50 really. What video game developer / publisher was responsible for Omnitia and the Lost Planet? So basically from the mid-80s all the way through to about 2006, something like that. Got a good range of questions. Oh, fuck, that sounds like I'm blowing me on trumpet now. Fucking brilliant, this. Honestly, I can't believe all them divvies watching the football. Right, guys, here's one.
I'm getting all my answers off your shelves. I'm just looking for your shelves for every game you mention.
Mate, you pronounced fucking Google wrong. Basically, Harry.
Birdie, you know.
Well, I'll tell you what, if fucking Google gets this one, I'll be impressed, guys, because number 3 is... What is the 8-bit microprocessor in the Sinclair ZX Spectrum known as? What is the main processor called? Now, you might know it, you might not, but I know that you're both Spectrum guys. How are you enjoying the Spectrum?
But I cut my mind blank.
Are you enjoying the Spectrum, Mike, still?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
I'm really glad it went to a good home.
I'm hitting that on the Xbox. The joystick's fine, by the way, Scott.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah,
Brilliant.
so I'm really enjoying it. In fact, at the minute, I've got a nice little collection here now. But the one I'm putting on a lot is Dan Dare. I remember getting it. I love it. And then I just like looking.
I don't think I've played it.
I'll just like looking at the boxes as well, like that. I come in, I don't do it. I think, right, I'm going to do this. I just stand looking at the boxes. I'm a complete fucking lunatic.
I'm the same with these, man. I end up looking at them all.
I don't end up doing anything. I just
Sad as
stand
fuck, isn't it? Sad as fuck, isn't it?
It is. What can you do?
Back in the day, like 100 years ago, there'd been someone with like fucking dried out butterflies or something like that. Everyone would be like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
Yeah. What's this
The
fucking
equivalent.
If you don't mind, just 5 minutes.
Just zoom in. Number four. Who developed and published the 1980 classic Missile Command?
Is it 1980? You know.
I hope so. As soon as these questions are so fucking amazing.
That's a bit of a trick. That's a clever question, that actually. Okay. Right. All right. That's good.
I follows on from one last week. And that was I can't remember what question it was now. Fucking hell. As I say, I can't remember what happened last week. Like, I'm all right with what happened like 30 years ago. Oh, God, I sound like a dad. Right. Number 5. Soul Calibur is the second game in the long-running series. What was its predecessor called? What's everyone drinking tonight? I'm on a little stubby red stripe. My kids got us them for Father's Day, so I'm on the last whole week.
Want a Peroni? Because everything else is giving me fucking the worst indigestion at the minute. I can feel indigestion coming on drinking these. I think the metabolism, as I'm getting older, I can't have anything.
I'm on the hard.
Are you on the Pepsi? There's
Yeah.
What else have you mixed in with that? There's a few confident people in the comments with the first one. 5 out of 5 there. Someone's doing that, so they're in a timeout. Bye bye. West G. Oh, he's watching Hungary 1-0 up against fucking 1-0 up against Germany. Oh my God! Imagine if England got fucking Hungary in the next round. Oh, to dream of the glory of getting beat off fucking Hungary this time. The last Euros, my flights were, and my flights were from Scotland as well. My holiday was exactly the same time as England against Iceland. And when I landed, everyone's phone must have went off with the fucking result against Iceland. And I was like, oh, we're going to beat fucking 1-0 or 2-1 or whatever it was. And I was like, what the fuck? And just obviously because my flight was full of Scottish people, you could hear all them fucking cheering and that. And I was like, oh my God. I packed my England top and everything. I was really looking forward to watching a match, like, abroad. And yeah. And it was great just watching. I ended up supporting Wales.
Yeah.
It was the first
time. Anyone will do.
Hey?
Any will do, won't they? When it comes to that, any will do. Just grab anything.
I think I don't know if we'll get past the next round, but anyway.
We'll be all right.
At least we've got to listen to that song on the radio for another fucking month. That we always have to listen to. Even like I'm an England supporter, but even I'm sick of hearing that fucking song.
That's it. You do get fucking. One came on the other day. The Fat Les one came on.
The who?
And I was like, fucking
Fat Les, Vindaloo, wasn't it?
Yeah. And
did you just say Fat Les?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who. Right,
That's
sorry.
what it was called, that was.
The picture that appeared in my head was very different.
Well, you're thinking of, I've got in this magazine here, but I'll show you another time.
I didn't
Yeah.
get spammed.
No, it came on, and I couldn't believe how long ago it was. I was working. I'm nearly 20 years ago, I think, when that came out. I was like, I can't be fucking right. It's got to be. There's something wrong there. And I was checking it all out. Watched the video. It was Keith Allen, wasn't it? Who was in and he were interviewing him, and it just blew me away. That's probably sent me on a bit of a nostalgia tip there, but it was when I think back.
That's what we're all about, mate. That's why we're all in this.
I know.
Well, I haven't.
It's
a fucking expensive drug.
That is very
I
expensive.
think nostalgia is the most expensive drug ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like.
I was watching. I'm taking away from the quiz here, but I was watching
as well.
Sneztastic talking the other night. I don't know how old his video was.
Yeah, I watched that as well.
Yeah, and I was watching it. It was quite poignant, actually. It was like,
yeah,
you know,
it's when you're sitting there thinking, I do that.
Yeah,
I do that as well.
I mean,
I do that as well.
I feel like I'm deep into it, but when I see how deep you can get, I'm like, I can see that being where I actually couldn't stop. I actually felt when he was saying it was kind of scaring me, thinking I could actually do that. I could actually do what he's, you know what I mean? I could fall right into it. And it's.
I think being unemployed recently was a kind of a good thing for me because I just stopped buying anything. And I had to really think about what I was doing and change the content I was putting out. Do you know what I mean? Like I literally don't do pickup videos anymore. Although I have picked up some stuff. Oh, I'm down to shoot.
Don't say never. You know, you got to bring the pickup videos back, Paul.
Like now I'm working. You know, it can happen. But like before, I just couldn't really. You know, I had the odd homebrew game here and there, and but
I love the homebrew. I love the homebrew videos. I love it. The hippie does them as well, and I'm like, oh, he's got a homebrew. I'm always amazed. You do them as well, Scott, don't you? You do your homebrew one.
Sure I've dabbled in them.
Yeah, I always thought, the cover art.
Did you check out that link to that site that I sent you on Facebook?
Yes.
To that Zoya. That game's getting released tomorrow, Mike. I'll send you a link to it. Honestly, mate, the games that this I think they're from Russia, but the games that they're releasing on Homebrew on the ZX Spectrum, it's honestly, mate, it is unreal.
Yeah,
it's the best I've ever seen.
I think I watched it. Did you do a you did a tube on it, didn't you? Or is this something you've not done yet?
No, this is something else.
Oh, it's not out until tomorrow, but I should just put up that it's going to be released tomorrow. It's free to download, so if you've got a Div MMC device, you can just put it onto there and play the game. I'm definitely going to buy it. It's £15. Yeah,
but isn't the postage quite high? They recommend you to buy all of them, don't they?
Right.
Might have to leave that a few months then.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate. We're actually meant to be taking a quiz.
Oh, yeah.
No shit. We're doing a quiz tonight. Shit.
Oh, before we do them, is Si. Si's in the house. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing well, Si. It's good to see you. Okay, right. Where were we? What number? Number 6. Fuck me. We're up number 6. Jesus, right. What year was Resident Evil 3 released for the GameCube?
Oof.
If you'd have said 4.
If I'd have said Dreamcast, you'd have been, or if you'd have said PlayStation or whatever, then yeah, maybe. But maybe not for the GameCube.
See, the GameCube? Oh, that's right, okay.
Yeah, we both got an answer?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Alien Syndrome, the 1987 arcade game.
Oh, what's that about?
Have you heard of that, Mike? During the boss fight on round 3, what Sega characters are hidden among the shootable egg-like objects?
I've never got that far.
So we've got two Sega, for instance, like
a Sonic
Mario sort of thing. It could be. But yeah, there's two characters from Sega in those eggs that you've never ever seen. So just have a good guess. Have you played it much, Scott?
No, Alien Syndrome's a game that I only really have many memories for on the Spectrum. So I'm sure you wouldn't be able to recognise them on there.
Yeah.
I don't think there'd be any Easter eggs in the Spectrum. The Easter egg was fucking loaded once in a while.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, that's a bit of a guessy one, but I did hear a bit of a rumor when I was watching someone's video the other day that Mike was into Alien Syndrome.
I think I remember that. I think I've got it right. So
fucking hell, man! I'd be impressed if you have.
I know.
I'll be impressed with Google. I'll tell you if it's managed to. Okay, guys, number 8. What 1988 game won Game of the Year in the 6th Golden Joystick Awards in the following categories: 8 and 6-bit arcade, 8-bit, 16-bit arcade conversion. So, what game won the best arcade conversion and best 8 and 16-bit versions in 1988? So, you're looking for a big gun from 88. So I'll try and read that out again without completely fucking mumming it. What 1988 game won Game of the Year in the 6th Golden Joystick Awards in the following categories: 8 and 16-bit arcade conversion?
That's a guess, that.
Update on the football, guys. Portugal have got a penalty. I don't know if it just got a penalty means they've scored it, or if
Got one.
I'm not sure. Okay, guys. Number 9. In its conception days, what system was originally known as Project Mercury?
Can you repeat that again? What was that?
In its conception days, what system was originally known as Project Mercury?
Fucking atom bomb, wasn't it?
That was
No,
it was Fat something, wasn't it? Fat. It wasn't Fat Sam, was it? Fuck knows. I don't know. I don't know. I might have just completely made that up, actually.
Mercury.
OSG saying, "Oh, is this a quiz? I thought I was tuned into Loose Women." Everything gets compared to Loose Women when you end up watching something shit, don't you? Cheers, mate. Right, guys. Last question in this round is myth. History in the making. It was a System 3 classic. The Commodore 64 and the Spectrum versions were very different, but who had the better version, percentage score-wise, from their respective reviewing magazines? So for the Commodore 64, it was reviewed by Zap, and the Spectrum version, which is very different, was reviewed by Crash. So out of those two, the game is really highly regarded. But who got the highest score, the Spectrum version or the Commodore 64?
Sorry, Paul, what was the game again?
The game is Myth, History in Making, made by System 3.
You showed it on one of you. Yeah.
It's a great game on all the micros, isn't it?
Yeah, it's meant to be decent, like really good on the Amstrad as well.
Yeah.
Yes, but like I couldn't believe the difference between the Commodore 64 and the Amstrad and Speccy versions. Like it's just like completely.
I don't even remember it. I'm taking a pure punt here. I like the cover.
Oh, that's fine, mate. Oh, it's cool cover. It's cool game. So, guys, we're going to move straight on to the music round.
Yay! Everyone's favourite round.
Unfortunately, I've moaned it here. I'm going to have a look at what the answers are in there when I've done it, because I haven't got them written down. I'm sure they're last week's. Anyway, the video is definitely right, and yeah, good luck with this one, guys. Everyone says that this is the hardest round. And
I think Mike's going to smash this round. I don't know why. I think Mike's going to do really well on the music.
He's got a chance. I mean,
Yeah.
You just never know. You never know. Right, guys. So here we go. As before, I won't be able to hear you, or you won't be able to hear me. So yeah, if you need to do something, now's the time. And I'll see you in a couple of minutes. See you on the other side. Can I just say that out of 5, I only managed to remember what 3 were, and I actually done them. So good luck. Mike, how you feeling about that, mate?
I'm feeling. To be honest with you, I'll say the PlayStation one and the Spectrum one were mint tunes. I recognised 2, and I don't even think I've got them right, to be honest with you. I recognised them. I couldn't put a name. Well, I won't go on. But yeah, really, that PlayStation tune sounded really good.
Yeah, it is.
Did we listen to them again?
Yeah, of course, mate. Of course.
Yeah.
Did you just enjoy them that much?
I did,
No.
yeah.
One of them's really bugging me, and I just want to hear
Was
it
it the
again.
last one?
I
Yeah,
don't recognise
Was it the last one?
yeah. It's
If
really
you don't
put
get
my
it,
nut in.
You'll kick yourself if you don't get it. So,
I've just took
one more time only on Cotton 4. Right, guys. Any better?
No.
Oh, fucking
No.
hell. You're going to kick yourself. You really are. Northern have got one. Well done, mate. Well done, Paul. Good to see him knocking about in the chat. Oh, OSJ, these music rounds wind me right up. Yeah, I know. And I'm totally responsible for this week's. It was me. I've done all of them. So I did look at who's on and I thought I'd try and make it a bit better, but I've obviously fucked that right up. Sorry, lads.
Which one did Northern get? Was it?
Oh, well, he can't see until the end, can he? He's not allowed to put answers in there. I mean, he might have it wrong. Yeah. If anyone's getting any of them, it'll be number 5, personally, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
If anyone's watching,
You've got to remember, I don't know PlayStation. I'm awful with PlayStation.
I had one.
That...
I had loads of games and I'm still struggling.
Mate, I know what you know, and no, I can't give you any clues. But you're going to kick yourself. So next we move on to what is definitely my favourite round, the round that I enjoy making the best. I absolutely love putting these pictures together. So these are all covers of various games throughout the ages. We've got 10 of them, guys. Yeah, I don't want the system they're on. I just need the name of the game. But the name of the game has to be correct. If it's a sequel, it has to be the sequel, etc. All right.
How many have we got this week?
10.
How many?
We've got 10.
10.
Yeah. 10 of these. And then, of course, we've got to go through all the answers, and then we've got a tiebreaker as well. So, which I'll ask anyway, whether we need it or not. But so, guys, get your pen and paper ready. While I try and find them, there's a video there. So, yeah, there's 10 of these ones. So this is on for quite a while.
Okay.
So yeah, enjoy, guys. And good luck. Quality Jade. I'm really glad she's playing along. She's definitely got one right. Yeah, I really love that song. I like it because it's like quite retro.
I missed a couple of those guys. I had to go and see
I did as well. I missed one.
Eden called me. I'm sorry.
Go again?
Yeah, if we don't mind,
Real Life comes first.
Yeah.
Real Life comes first. But just quickly before we do, back to the music quiz, guys. Check this out.
Whoa!
Oh,
Fucking and now we've got to wait until like February before we see him. Like that's the next available slot is February.
The music round. I'm only confident with one song. One.
Well, you should be.
that's too better than me.
I always look at who's coming on before like I do like anything. So I like to see you at least get one each. Do you know what I mean? Got to be kind sometimes. Right. Okay, lads. So I will put that back on. Once I find it. Yeah, there we go. And back to the box art. Yeah, to be fair, I quite like this song anyway. So yeah, let's listen to it.
Yeah.
So, guys, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is if the football stays the same way, Germany are going home. The bad news is France are in second place in that group, so it means we'll be going home pretty soon after because we'll have France. So, yeah, but Paul ignored there was just saying that there's a penalty there, but now it's come up on mine, so I take it they must have missed. Or it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, so did you manage to get that one okay? What?
Yes, brilliant round. I think I've done really well on that round.
Oh, fucking that's not good.
See, that
that's
round saved me. That round saves me every quiz.
It's true. It's definitely working in the shop. It's got to be.
There's one on there that's driving me mad, and I couldn't put my finger on it. And it's I'm coming up that every time I say it in my head, it's the wrong game. I know what it is. I've seen it. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts.
1-1. It's 1-1. At the minute,
It's 1-1, is it?
We're playing
So
Portugal.
hold
Who
on.
wants to score the penalty?
So if it's 1-1, so where does that leave France? I get confused with all this.
That puts France top, Portugal second, Hungary third, and Germany still going home. Right, let's just blow the full time whistle and fuck off home.
Yes.
Right, guys. So that's it. Quiz is done. All the hard work has been done. Now we move on. Obviously, going through the answers, and I don't know, maybe having a bit about some of the answers. If you like the games, or if you thought they were utter shite. So we started off with the pixelated picture round. And Mike, we're going to go with you to do the honours, mate. For the first answer, what did you get for question number 1?
I get Resident Evil 1.
Resident Evil 1. And Scott, what did you say?
I just put Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's 2. I think it's Resident Evil 2, but I just put Resident Evil.
I think it's the first one.
Well, you've both got a point because it is Resident Evil, but it was Resident Evil 2.
Oh, yeah. I would have got a bonus, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you would have.
I'm gonna need
You would have back when I was really nice.
Yeah, when you first started this out.
Okay, guys. Number 2, one of my favourite games ever. Scott?
Last Ninja.
Last Ninja. Mike?
I didn't get it.
The answer is Last Ninja 2. Scott, you get a point for that, mate. Well done. Yeah, Last Ninja, awesome music. Oh, like I did actually see the Spectrum didn't get a Last Ninja 1, did it? It only got a Last Ninja 2, I think.
Yeah, the second one, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it get like a remix version?
Did it Gremlin Graphics? Last Ninja?
No,
it's System 3.
Avenger.
Yeah.
That's Avenger I'm thinking of.
It was like probably System 3. They nearly brought, well, they were meant to be every so often they say that they're going to bring out like Last Ninja 4, because there was 1, 2, 3, and I think Remix, but I'm not sure.
Remix wasn't it with the last
Remix
one?
was Remix of 3 or 4, 2 or 3, I can't remember now. But, yeah. Number 2 is my favourite, just due to the music. I think the music is just amazing. Right, so then we move on to number 3, guys. Scott, we'll go with you with this one, mate.
I went for Renegade on the Spectrum.
You went with Renegade. And Mike, what did you go for, mate?
I put Back to School.
Also a really good game, to be fair. But nah, it was Target Renegade. So Scott, you get a point for that, mate.
Brilliant.
Yeah. This is quite a solid start, like, so far.
It's going to go downhill. Don't you worry. That's going to go downhill because there's some that I really don't know.
It is for me.
We'll see. He said this last time. Right, guys, number 4. What are you saying, Mike, for number 4?
I've put Operation Wolf.
Oh, no. Scott?
That's Shinobi.
It is Shinobi. It's the level where you're doing that.
Yeah, you're just going to stars. Oh, shit.
You look at it now and you'll be like, for fuck's sake, how did I not get that? Last but not least, guys, is number 5. Scott, any idea what that was, mate?
This is the one I didn't know. I've just put Akari Warriors Chaos Engine. But I know it in Chaos Engine. It can't be. It's not good enough. But
no.
I won't share that one.
Mike, what did you put?
I put Commando.
Well, guys, there's no points there. It was actually Chaos Engine, Scott.
Oh,
shit. You know what? I thought I put Chaos Engine
there,
first, and then I scribbled out a card and said that can't be Chaos Engine because that looked too pixelated. So I went for Akari Warriors.
Yeah, but remember, I mean, it can be like I've got to choose how pixelated it is. Sometimes when I don't do enough, it just looks too.
I should have gone with my gut. If I'd have gone with my gut, I'd have got 5 out of 5.
Always, yeah, you would have.
Look, you'll see it right there. Look. Chaos Engine, then I put Stroke Akari Warriors.
Sounds like a really
well.
cheap fucking porn show, doesn't it? Chaos Engine, Stroke, the Akari Warriors. Mike, how many did you get there, mate?
I got the grand. Just let me count them up. I got the grand total of 1.
1. And Scott, you got 4. I managed to write that one down myself.
Just let me double check.
Right, so moving on to the absolutely solid questions. What game was released first in the PAL region? Was it Ghouls and Ghosts or Ghosts and Goblins? Scott, we'll go with you on this one, mate.
I've gone for Ghosts and Goblins because that was the first game.
Mike, what have you went with?
I've gone for Ghouls and Ghosts because that's how I've always known it.
Scott, you've got the point there, mate. The first one was Ghosts and Goblins, which was released in 1985. Ghouls and Ghosts was the sequel, and that was released in 1988.
Right. I had 85, so I actually had Ghosts and Goblins then. So I don't know.
I haven't getting anywhere on any of them games. They're just absolutely solid.
Solid.
Yeah.
If you want to think you're good at that game, I found that the best Ghouls and Ghosts to play is the Master System version. That's a lot easier.
Is it?
Yeah, you
It's
get a
not
lot
a version
further.
of 64. It's just solid. It's just solid.
Oh,
And you've got to complete it twice to see the end.
yeah.
Or to complete the game. I mean, fucking.
I've never got
harsh.
to the end after
That's
all
harsh.
these years.
I can remember, this is a little tale for you here. In Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Ghouls and Ghosts on the Super Nintendo,
Yeah.
my mate at the time, we were early teens when that came out, and he finished the game, was so excited, and then when it said that he had to start again, he smashed his controller. Because it took him that long to finish the game, he couldn't believe it. He just went into a rage.
Yeah.
Started smashing it up.
I've told this story before, but I remember.
Has either of you got your speaker on or something? Because I can hear a really big echo coming from someone.
No.
Let me just mute for a second, see if it's me. I haven't got nothing on, but hold on.
Turn it down a bit. Is that all?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
I might have had it too loud. The volume too loud.
Yeah, that's it. It's gone. It's gone.
I remember having. I'm going on a tangent. It's a bit of a quick tangent, but I remember having.
Yeah, that's what we do best here.
I had the Star Wars trilogy on my SNES, and me and Michelle had a flat at the time, and I rang in sick at work. I had to beat it. I didn't want to turn the fucking machine off. I've been on it on the Sunday. I rang in on the Monday, and I don't do that for many games. I'm not that big on it, but I rang in and said, I've got to beat this fucking game. It's driving me mad. And Michelle came home from work, and I was still on it. And when she walked in, I was so pissed off. I just lost a life, and I picked the whole system up. And she was grabbing my hand, trying to stop me from throwing the SNES out the flat window. I was fuming. But you know, but what value for money? I think I paid like 32 quid for each game, or might have been less than that. I can't remember, but they got absolutely played to death them games, and it was so good. So
what value for money? You were so fucked off, absolutely fucked off to the max for 32 quid. 32 quid for a defining moment.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, it's fond memories. Sorry, I'm holding up the show.
That's fine. That's fine. Say what you need to say. I love getting the crack. It's my favourite part of the quiz, to be honest. Number 2. Which video game developer / publisher was responsible for Omnitia and Lost Planet? So I played Lost Planet on the Xbox 360, I think it was, and I'm sure I played Omnitia, but I'm sure I played the PS2 version of that.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I had both of them.
Lost Planet was a fantastic game. Loved that game.
I think I played the original. I didn't even know there was a sequel. But someone was showing it the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that might be interesting." So, Mike, we're going to go with you on this one, mate.
Sega.
You're going Sega. Well, Scott, is he right?
No, it's Capcom.
You're joking?
Capcom. Yeah, it's Capcom.
There you go.
So, okay, guys. Number 3. What is the 8-bit microprocessor in a Sinclair ZX Spectrum known as? We're going to go with you, Scott.
Z80.
Z80, Mike?
I haven't a clue.
You're pretty close, Scott. It's the Zilog Z80. So, yeah, I'm going to give you that one.
Oh,
I think a lot of people know it's a Zilog, but yeah, the chip was the Z80. So, yeah, I thought that was one of me catch you out questions there, mate. So, congratulations. I didn't fucking get you.
You got that, you know?
I know. I knew it, but that's because I'm a bit of a sad bastard, and like, I actually look at like, I love opening stuff, finding out how stuff works, and then attempting to put it back together. It's a great pastime. It's an expensive pastime.
It'd still be open if it was me.
Well, my Amiga is still down there, it's been there for nearly 6 weeks now, because I was going to do it, and then the kids were off school. Then I fucking ended up getting it employed, so now I haven't got time to.
Shit being employed, isn't it?
I know, I haven't got time to do anything for fucking work. Honestly can't complain. I'm really, really loving my job, and in fact, I'm enjoying it so much. I was actually going to make a Facebook post on my previous company's website saying, like, you know, if it wasn't for the absolute incompetence and shit management from your company, I would never have been in the job I've got now. So instead of being upset, thanks for being shit. Yeah, because you do me a fucking massive favour. Like nobody's done me a favour that big. It's just, yeah, thanks for being shit at your jobs, guys. Thanks for watching, in case you are. So, number four was, who developed and published the 1980 classic Missile Command, Scott?
Atari.
You've gone with Atari. Mike, what have you said?
I've gone with Activision.
It's Atari.
Fucking hell.
It is Atari.
You know what? I've got it in this fucking box here as well.
I was going to say you've got it. I thought you'll get that because you've got it.
I've had it loads of times.
He's
I have got it here somewhere. I didn't want to look.
I don't even think in 1980 was
Activision where it was going.
Well, I don't know. Well, I think Activision might have been because it is one of the oldest games companies, isn't it? It's like one of them. I think they're the first third-party company to make any game whatsoever. That might be another question.
Yeah.
Forget I said that. I'm sure Activision were the first ever third-party publisher.
Look how similar them boxes are. What can you do? It's not my fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just the style of them and everything. Give me a break.
I think Ink Nolan is on about.
He's on about Lost Planet. There is more than there is 3 of them.
I didn't know. I only found out the second one existed. Obviously,
if I remember rightly, the first 2 were cracking games, but I'm sure they progressively got worse. What I remember, anyway.
Tends to be the case sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tends to be the case. They try and overcomplicate them.
Is Yonomichi the one with the girls with the swords, the cowboy hat on the cover?
No, you're thinking of the zombie slashing up one, ain't you? No, Ominushu is the samurai one, you know.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, guys, so that was number 4. Number 5, Soul Calibur is the second game in the long-running series. What was its predecessor called, Scott?
I've put Soul Blade.
Soul Blade. And Mike, what have you put, mate?
I didn't know.
The answer is Soul Edge.
Do you know what? I thought that was Edge, but I went, now I'll go Blade. Shit.
Soul Blade's like a shooter, isn't it? Like a 2D shooter. Off the time I getting mixed up again.
I think it is. I think you're right there, Mike.
I think it could be.
Mega Drive or something, or can't remember now.
So moving up, number 7, Alien Syndrome, the 1987 arcade game that you may have played. During the boss fight on round 3, what Sega characters are hidden among the shootable egg-like objects?
And we missed question 6.
Yeah, we have,
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. Right, okay. Fucking hell, it's a good job you guys are watching, isn't it? Fucking hell, I'm having a mare tonight. I'm having a mare, even for me.
You better get back on that red wine, Paul. Come on,
No, hold on. I'm gonna have to do the other job instead. I'm better at this job. Red lights on. Fucking red lights on. Fucking don't give up your day job. Right, okay, number 6. What year was Resident Evil 3 Nemesis released for the GameCube? And Scott, yeah, we'll go with you on that one, mate.
This is a pure guess. 2002, I've put.
2002. And Mike, what have you put, mate?
I've said 2004.
Oh, guys, it's 2003.
I knew you were going to say that.
You know why I said 2004? Because I was thinking, for me, the biggest selling point of the GameCube, and when I actually thought I need to buy one, which can't be that long after release, was when Resident Evil 4 came out.
Yeah.
And I thought that was like the main point. That was one of the biggest things that made me want to buy a GameCube when I saw the advert. And that was 2004, 2005, I think it was. Or was it earlier? Fucking hell. Can't remember. Oh, bad, yeah. Who knows?
It must have been earlier. I just want to say hi to me, Josh. I used to work with Josh like a few years ago. He also worked for the same employees as what I did before he fucked off. So, yeah, mate, I've just been slagging the care off. Don't worry, it's a common thing. Good to see you, though, mate. And we've also got Leon as well. Obviously, I was going to leave it to the end, but yeah, definitely check out Lee's content with the swap shop this Sunday. Really looking forward to that. So yeah, guys, the answer to that one was 2003. Hold on, while my fucking mouse starts up, and we're quickly just going to say quick hello. Right, lots of hellos. So yeah, we'll go back to number 7, which was we'll go back to the future and Alien Syndrome in the 1987 arcade game. During the boss fight on round 3, what Sega characters are hidden among the shootable egg-like objects? Mike, we're going with you for this one, mate. You said you've got 2 answers.
I think it's the guy and the girl out the car in Outrun.
Yeah, that's what I've put.
Guys, the answer is, and I've never heard of these two, by the way, but they do exist, is Oppa Oppa and Flicky.
Oh, Christ, yeah, I know both of them. See, what I was thinking of, because Alien Syndrome was 87 or 88, yeah. I thought, well, there was no Sonic. There was Alex Kidd, just about. And I was just thinking, and I did think Oppa Oppa, and I thought, no, it won't be that. I'll go with Outrun. And I got Mike. Because that game was so big, I thought it was the guy
I could swear to God that was what I see. When you said it, I thought straight away, I thought of those two. So it's bizarre that. It's bizarre we both thought of it.
Yeah, that is. Well, I mean, yeah. We're well done for doing that. Like it was the obvious answer. Sorry, guys, it was wrong. So yeah, well done, Mike, on that one. So I was on a bit crap with Mike before because
that's the best answer I've got wrong all night.
Number 8. What 1988 game won Game of the Year in the 6th Golden Joystick Awards in the following categories: 8 and 16-bit arcade conversion? Mike, we're going to go with that with you on that one. What was the best arcade conversion of the year on the 8 and 16 bits in 1988?
Off my head, I'm saying Afterburner.
Afterburner, good answer. Scott, how about you?
I've got 2 in my mind, but I'm going to go with Operation Wolf.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
RoboCop.
Oh, it was Operation Wolf. Well done.
Yes!
Operation Wolf.
Sure, get in now.
Fucking hell, hold on. Put my pen down somewhere. What am I doing with my pen? Oh, shit.
You know what?
I'm happy now. I'm happy. I got that question right. I'm happy.
I would have said Outrun if it was just too late. I would have said Outrun for that answer as well. I'd have fucking thrown that in there. I'd have used Outrun all night for everything.
Yeah, Outrun.
It's going to work eventually, right? What's your favourite arcade arcade game ever, Mike?
That I've ever seen.
That you've ever played? If you could have one, what would it be?
The one that I wouldn't. you know, I'm going to go on a bit here, but you know, when you see a game and you remember it and you want to play it, but you get bored pretty quick because it's not exactly how you remember it. There's one game that I could play, and yet endlessly, if I had it, it would probably outrun. To be honest with you, that is one game I can still feel and see.
Yeah,
everything. It still stands up today.
Yeah,
Stands up.
yeah.
I think that's the one
the
game.
music as well. Is just,
Yeah,
you
on the cabinet.
sums that game up. That is the only game, like he said, Outrun is not a racing game; it's a driving experience. And I think he hits it on the head. That's what that game's all about. It's just, and it's never lost it. I think
it's still good fun. It's still good fun.
When he used to have it on the Master System, you know, I wouldn't even have the game on. I'd just be flicking between Sea Breeze and the different.
Yeah,
No,
on
just
the radio. I've been there. I've done the same.
Like, wow, this is almost the arcade. It's the only game I've ever clocked relentlessly on the Master System as well.
Important. Have you got it yet on the Specky, Mike?
I did have it on the Spectrum, and I thought it was all right. But again, the Master System is the one where, you know, I still
you need a nostalgia.
I've not got it anymore. But yeah.
Apparently, if you speed Outrun up in however you do it in this modern day on the Spectrum, it plays all right. It's just that it's so slow, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what though? I'm actually. I thought when I look back, I thought Enduro Racer. My memories in Enduro Racer were crap. And then when I played it,
fantastic. Oh, it's fantastic!
Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I was thinking, what was I wanting? There's far more worse games out there. It was like so good. Enduro Racer.
You've got to get Super Hang On the Spectrum, Mike. Really good.
I had just Hang On the Master. Basically, I had a pile of games on the Master System.
That's built into my. That's built into my Master System. Hang On.
Is it?
Yeah, that was on the very early ones.
Yeah, I wanted the early one. So it's great because you can put the card in. I managed to get Spy versus Spy, like one of the card games.
Forgot all about that. Spy versus Spy. Someone had Transbot on the other day. Is it you? Did you put Transbot on?
Love Transbot, mate. I think I only paid about. It was like a $9.99 game back in the day. It was one of the cheaper ones, wasn't it? Like so that's why I always ended up with. And what a cracking game that is.
One game that people hated that I loved and I got it for like 14 quid was do you remember Quartet? Do you remember that? It's like
I can't play it.
No,
I can't figure out how to not have a 2-player game.
Yeah,
I know.
One guy always gets stuck, and I'm like, just be titsy. I've only played that's what happens on my Commodore 64 version that I've got anyway. I don't know whether it's just buggy as fuck, but yeah. After that experience, I've never booted it up yet for the Specky or the Amstrad. But there is a good game in there. I'm sure actually I've played it on a video. It must have been my Hit Squad videos when I
play it on a Hit Squad video.
Yeah, I get really sort of confused with a lot of the. I mean, most of the games I love are games that I just remember seeing in the because. I used to go arcades a lot. That was my thing. So, and it's such a when you're used to seeing arcade games, it's can be quite a come down when you're on a micro or even the Sega Master System at the time was like. I think the only game that really stood out for me was Rocky, on the Master System. Seeing the demo in the shop and everyone in the shop like some real hardcore games going. That's got to be the ST. I always remember these two guys. Well, that's got to be the Atari ST, and I just thought, I don't give a shit. That's what I'm getting for Christmas. My mum's already told me, and I was like, it's so exciting. Brilliant, yeah.
The thing was, though, back in the 80s and that, we had imaginations, didn't we? So when we went to the arcade and played the game, and then we got it on our Spectrum. We sort of like imagined that we were playing the arcade game.
You took what you've seen in the arcade and you tried to make it happen on the Spectrum. And what helped with that was the really good box covers as well. That sort of
how many games have you bought just because of the box cover?
And I still do it. I
still do it. Every time.
Right, where are we up to? We've got that. So, and Scott, same question to you. Like, what would your ultimate one be if you could have your choice?
I would love to have. Obviously, Outrun will be here one day, but if I could have any cab, I would love to have the hydraulic space carrier.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never
Because
even
I
seen
remember
it.
playing that when I was a kid, and I remember it being picked up and put on that, and I just thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
I'd love to own that, but I think they're extremely hard to get hold of.
That was always in the most dangerous arcade. They always put like a real big. It's like you'd risk your life to go and see this thing. In action. It's brilliant. Such fun memory. Like Space Harrier, Afterburner, and Outrun just carried that.
Can you remember was it Afterburner, the one that was in Terminator 2? You know, the one like
where it all moved
down. The barrel one.
I never even had a go in that. I sat in one, but I never even had a go in it.
You know what?
I wish I could have.
I live near the Trafford Centre, and they've got a Namco Centre in there, and they've got this Star Wars game, right? And it is probably the graphics in it are, your standard arcade graphics. Nothing too amazing. But you get in this ball, and I sat in for the demo, and I was in it for probably my daughter and me says, come on, look, experience this, And we sat in it, and after 5 minutes, I had to get out. I thought I was going to throw up.
Is the one that's like in a pod?
Yeah, and the orientation is like, I'm being fucking seasick. I got it, I was like, whoa, like, I was great. Oh, this is brilliant. And then about 2-3 minutes into it, I started thinking, okay, I feel a bit dizzy here. And all the shit, like, oh my God, I got out. I was like fucking rough for the rest of the day. I was like, it's like being on a roundabout or something.
Too old for this.
I'm too old for this shit, yeah.
Too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Right, so we spoke about Operation Wolf. So number 9, guys, in its conception days, what system was originally known as Project Mercury?
I took the punt on this.
Well, Mike, let's go with your punt, mate. What did you go for?
I put the Sega Saturn.
Sega Saturn. It's close, I think. Scott?
The Game Gear.
It was the Game Gear.
Okay, now.
Well done. I think there was a Jupiter as well, wasn't there? Or there was another one. But
they did use the planets, didn't they? And the Saturn was the only one that kept the planet thing. I
actually
think
kept it. Yeah. I kept the same theme going. So well done, Scott. Put your pen down. Oh, in other news, unfortunately, Germany are not going home at the minute. But the good part is that Hungary are now second in that group. Which means we get, if it stays like this, we get beat off Hungary instead of France. Iceland all over again. I've got zero confidence in our team. I should have more, but
do you know what?
I don't watch enough football now, so I don't know that much about them. So I just assume
everyone's hitting on England and sort of like everyone's saying a similar sort of thing. Oh, we're not confident. We ain't playing flashy football, doing this, doing that. But I actually am quietly confident that we're playing the sort of style of football where we could win it.
I was watching it last night and I thought, you know what?
We don't look like we're going to concede a goal. At the end of the day, Gareth Southgate, for all of what people think of him, he's set out for that team not to concede goals. So,
when teams win things, people always say it's a solid defence. A team is built on like people always say that, but when you sat there watching it and they're fucking passing back all the time, and I'm like, fucking hell, man, we've got to go through all of it again. I was literally sat there last night going backwards, sideways, almost forwards.
Paul, I bet it was like watching me do an unboxing on it. maybe not that bad.
You're not one of me 1.25s. I have got a few 1.25s where I have to speed up to 1.25 so that they speak at the same speed as what I do. You're not one. I've never fucking hell. I struggle on one sometimes with the accent. You've got an awesome accent. Love it. So, number 10 was Myth. History in the Making was a System 3 classic. The Commodore 64 and the Spectrum versions were very different, but who had the better version? Percentage score-wise from their respective reviewing magazines, which was Zap 64 and Crash, which is the answer I've taken for this question. So, guys, was it rated better on the Commodore 64 or the Spectrum? And we're going to go with you, Scott.
Well, I'm just going with what with the Spectrum. I don't know what the answer is. I'm going with Spectrum because, Spectrum's the better, aren't they?
Well, we'll soon find out. Mike?
I'm going with Spectrum. The only reason I'm going with Spectrum is because when you look back over time, no matter what anyone thought about, I loved Iridium on the Commodore and stuff like that. When it comes to graphics, it was always the Spectrum, wasn't it? That everyone said, oh, but it's better on the Spectrum. So I'm going to go with my gut instinct as well and say the Spectrum.
Guys, it was a Spectrum. Well done.
Yeah,
It was a Spectrum.
I mean, I've got a point.
Yes, Mike, you've got a fucking point. Now, this is before you said, Scott, that you feel really confident about all the pictures. I think this could be the highest score ever.
Well, no,
yes.
we've got the music round to go through. I don't think I've got one of them.
Join the club.
Music round. Right, the first one, it's a music that I've been listening to a lot recently because it was in my latest video, up there at number 1. So we'll go with you, Scott. What did you have for number 1 on the music round?
I just guessed. I haven't seen your latest video yet, so I've guessed and I've just put Rambo.
Rambo? Mike, what you saying, mate?
I put Terminator.
Guys, the answer was Platoon.
Oh, fucking hell. No way. That's really annoying.
It's one of them tunes that it's when it's in my head, I'm literally whistling it all day.
I knew it was a movie. That's straight away. I knew it was a movie, but I couldn't put my finger on it.
It's the best movie conversion on the Commodore 64. I just love it.
It's a great game, Platoon. It is a great game on the 64, yeah.
I've actually getting further on the Amstrad and Spectrum versions of what I can on the 64. The 64 version's fucking solid, but I will complete it one day. I will. So number 2, we're going to go with you, Scott, for number 2.
I put RoboCop.
Spectrum. RoboCop. Mike?
I put Saboteur.
Oh, Saboteur, what a game that is, by the way. I only played that for the first time.
And then I must say, when I was the music sounded like a bit more modern. Like, I don't think Saboteur. I put it in and I was thinking, fucking hell, when I saw Saboteur, I was probably about 14, 13. So I could be really wrong on that. Or probably am.
I think you're going to be surprised at what the answer is, guys, because it's actually Operation Wolf on the Spectrum.
Oh my God! Of course it is.
I never played it on the
Spectrum. I literally can't do any better than that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's the one that you said that you knew I was going to get right, and I haven't. I've got it wrong. My mind on the music.
Oh no! That's still to come. That's still to come.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Right, guys. Number 2. Wrong. Number 3. We're going to go with you, Mike. What you got for number 3 on the music?
I picked this because to be honest with you, I can't even remember if it's. I'm sure it was a Mega Drive game, but I put Aladdin.
Aladdin. And Scott, what did you say?
Yeah, I put Aladdin too.
Did you?
Aladdin 2.
No, I just put Aladdin.
Yeah, it's Aladdin.
Yes!
There isn't Aladdin 2, is there?
No.
Oh, all right, okay. Well, that joke was with shit, then, wasn't it? And then, guys, this is the one. No, number 4. Oh shit, I can hear myself. Hold on. I unplugged myself. Nope, I've gone. Right, okay. So, number 4, guys, on the music one, we're going to go with you, Scott, on this one. What do you reckon? Number 4
didn't have a clue. I just guessed Lemmings.
Possibly. Mike?
I put R-Type.
Guys, the answer was Altered Beast.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Some great tracks on the Amiga.
Was that the actual Altered Beast music as well? Because I couldn't put my finger on it.
I didn't recognise it at all.
Yeah.
Like normally, if the intro is long enough, I'll put the intro in. Or if it's the level select or player select. Or other than that, I always put the first level in because that's like the level that everyone should have at least played. Because it's definitely one of them. I can't remember which one it is.
I know the Amiga sounds different. Was that's how it would sound on the Mega Drive as well? Is it the same sort of music, or did it have its own?
No idea.
No,
I don't know. I don't know.
Pure curiosity.
But number 5, I thought I was pretty confident you guys would have getting number 5. What are you saying for number 5, Mike?
I don't think it was even released on PlayStation. I put Silent Hill.
It was, but that's not what I've got written down here. Scott, what did you have?
I put Silent Hill as well.
Guys, the answer is Alien Trilogy.
Oh,
That's the one I said you would fucking kill yourself because it was the PlayStation, but I know for a fact that you've got it or had it on the Saturn.
Yeah.
Because I really want to try it on the Saturn.
Isn't it weird though that me and Mike are putting the same answers to wrong questions?
That's 3 times, 4 times now.
It's 100%. It's 100% Alien Trilogy. Like I remember that music, like just going on and on. I thought it was really
it's so moody. It's a really moody track that I could only put to like a sort of Resident Evil type game, or you know what I mean? Like it's really really good music though.
Did you play much Alien Trilogy? I played it a lot back in the day.
No, I did have it.
I loved it.
I had it on the PlayStation as well, but I didn't really get into it that much. It was just another game.
How about you, Scott? Did you play it much?
Oh, loads. Back in the day, I thought it was a really... Because on the back of... I had the Atari Jaguar, so I had Alien vs. Predator on that. And I can remember when I got my Sega Saturn, because Alien Trilogy was quite an early release, wasn't it, on the PlayStation and the Saturn. And I can remember just thinking how much I loved Alien vs. Predator on the Atari Jaguar. I had to get it for the Saturn. Yeah, so I played it loads back in the day, a lot.
Isn't that why Retro Chef's after a Jaguar, just to play the Aliens game, is it?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Who's after one?
It's not age great, but it was so light years ahead of its time.
It's mad. I remember when actually at the same time in Manchester. Is it Game? I'm sure it was Game in Manchester. So late 90s. You had the demonstration of House of the Dead on the Saturn, and they were giving away next to it Jaguars for £10 each.
Yeah, I remember that. That was HMV were just doing them for like $9.99.
Yeah,
I bought loads.
Crazy.
Yeah,
crazy. I got loads of Saturn games.
Is that $9.99?
What's that?
Now you know what went to buying Amico.
Amico, yeah.
I'm not getting sucked into that. Honestly, I didn't even know anything about it until about probably 2 months ago.
I only saw
it. The problem is with the Amico is I really like the idea.
Yeah.
And I think that Tommy guy has got a lot of passion in the team behind it. But the problem is, and the one stumbling block is you take everything out of the equation, it's this. That is way overpriced. That needs to be 100, 150 quid. What sold Wii for Nintendo was how cheap it was when it come out. You know, that was the cheapest ever launch console, the Nintendo Wii. So if the Amico wants to be a success, then that's got to be 150 quid console, not 200.
What is it going for?
It's the same price as an Xbox.
Really?
I know £20 cheaper or something, isn't it, than a fucking Xbox?
I've been following it.
I don't even know which Xbox it is. There's that many. I just don't.
Yeah.
I've been following it through Essex Retro because I'd never heard of it until you mentioned it, and I was like, "Oh, what is this about?" It looked quite interesting, but I had no idea the price. That's the.
It's amazing how polarized some people get over it, though. Like,
it's causing a lot of friction over YouTube, isn't it? There's loads of for and against it, and they're all clashing, and I'm just like, Christ, it's a console, you know. Yeah. It's either going to be an Ouya or it's going to be a Wii, you know.
Guys, Germany have just scored, which means at the minute we're playing Germany at Wembley.
No.
Euro 96, anyone? So we've literally played, I think, every team at some point. Inknov is saying it's £20 cheaper than a Series S.
That's just
Xbox.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Which is that's current generation, is it?
Yeah.
Fuck. That's mad. Mad.
Who are you making the game? Sorry, go on. Carry on.
Oh no, go for it, mate. Go for it.
No, I was just wondering who's making games for it. You know, like Sega and Nintendo and all
No.
I think it's all in-house by them.
It's all in-house, and there's a few sort of indie developers, I believe, but I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to push a machine where the games are cheap, and I like that. But they've got to make money somewhere. They're a business, and they've got it wrong. You can't have an expensive console with cheap games. You got to have it the other way around.
Yeah.
No, I agree. So, guys, the last round that we played was the picture and cover art round. There was 10 questions there. Bit of a mix. Oh no!
Yeah,
Germany,
that was a mix.
Yeah.
It's changed again. Germany have just scored. Oh no! Fuck me! So, Jesus Christ! I don't. Right, we're playing Portugal and Germany are bottom of the group again. So, fuck that.
Yeah,
Right,
Portugal just had a penalty, didn't they? Have Portugal just had a penalty?
I don't know. Like my phone's going mental with the football. So. It sounds like we missed a fucking cracking night.
I know.
Sorry. Right. So, picture around the cover art. Question number 1. I thought this was a nice, easy one to start with. Scott, what did you say for that, mate?
Dead Space.
Dead Space. Mike?
I put Deep Space. I couldn't remember the name of it.
Oh, mate.
Should I lie?
But no cigar.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I put Deep Space. Damn.
Good effort. Number 2, Mike?
I put Renegade.
Renegade. Scott?
Yeah, Renegade.
Renegade. Both correct, guys. Well done. If you don't get this, guys, seriously. But right, number 3. Mike, number 3.
It's The Exorcist.
Fuck off. But hold on. I'm moving here.
I thought Mike was going to say Outrun.
No, I'll put that for the next one.
Oh, Scott.
The Thing.
The best horror film ever made, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
The Thing. Yeah, both correct, guys. Of course, that was The Thing. That looked like McCready when he's battling through the snow on that fucking line after they found his underpants or whatever.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So super.
I put that on for my lad. My lad was 16, 17. This was just late last year. And I said, I'm going to show you a horror film. Because he was going out the country and his mates. He's not really into horror. He used to be years ago. I used to force him to watch it. And as he's got older, he's a bit like, fucking hell, Dad, that's it weird. And I put the thing on for him. And we got 20 minutes in. And he said, the storyline's good, but this is fucking gross. It's like, on the end of the top of this.
The legs popping out.
I can't watch this. And it's like, when you look at stuff that's CGI now that tries to achieve the ultimate reality, yet when you...
Well, they overdone it in the prequel, didn't they?
And it was all...
They literally went from one extreme to the other. And
to the other.
I think it was Pete on a retro tip. He said that that actually made the real... Like you know how they done it in the original. They actually done all of that again to try and make it look like what the original looked like, and the and done the CGI, which was just shit.
You know what I remember about my brother? My brother's 13 years older than me. So when I was a kid, he had the box room in the house, and he was dead arty. He was like roundy paints everywhere, and he had a reel-to-reel tape deck, and it was just he had everything in this tiny box room. And the one thing you'd always leave out, and I used to love, was Empire Magazine and Starburst. But Starburst would always have a special effects bit, and it was just fucking brilliant to look. And that's what inspired me to really get into films like The Thing and Aliens, and just so artistic the way they do stuff. And it's laughable now, probably. When you look at the monster at the end of the thing.
The thing was though, like. It was like people can't do that anymore. That skill, I don't think exists. Like from what it used to.
It's actually there. You got is it the Stan Winston School of Special Effects? I think they're in London. I think they still do, and you'll see them. I think they've got one in America. You'll see like Los Angeles. I'm sure it's Stan Winston, and they'll be on Facebook and YouTube. They've got a page, and you go and you see people actually making physical special effects that are in massive demand.
That'd be amazing, that like.
They get took in by movie companies that looks fantastic. Like just cover it in CGI, and we've got the base. We can work on top of that, and That's the sad thing
That's
that
how they
happens,
do
I think, with a lot of, for me, and I won't go on about it, it's the best kind of where CGI is used. I was watching the first Jurassic Park the other night, and I was thinking that is where CGI has been used at its ultimate best. And
Yeah.
It was
It'd be
good.
hard
Terminator
to-
2 as well. I think Terminator 2 still stands up well.
anything
stands
from
up
the
well.
90s where they were still developing it and they were thinking, well, let's not do everything in CGI, is where the balance is correct. When
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was watching some film with I don't know, it's Bruce Willis the other night, some shit one on Sky. He's short of money or something at the minute, and it was just like CGI in studio, and it was just like, this is the most lifeless Netflix type film I've ever watched in my life. Sorry, I'm rabbiting.
Yeah,
I was just
Ink
gonna say,
Northern is but Tom
Tom
Savini.
Savini, yeah, he's making.
I
this
watched a lot of his stuff. I can't remember what the YouTube channel is, but there was someone that went to Tom Savini's house. These YouTubers.
Tony's Terrors. Is it Tony's? No, not Tony's Terrors. I know what it
I
is.
can't remember who they were, but they were like they're an American couple, and they
Yeah,
actually got invited to Tom Savini's house, and I was just glued. That man's collection is unreal.
Yeah. it's.
That'd be
I
awesome to
mean,
see.
when you realise how he got into that game as well, it's fucking
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Jesus Christ, a Vietnam photographer, one or something like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Paul.
Oof. Right, what were we up to there? Was that number? That was
I
number
don't
3,
know.
right?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
favorite part of the thing is where the head pulls away from the body, its eyes come out, and Sprout's
Yeah.
head, and this
He's got
guy
it,
just
he's
looks and
fucking
goes,
kidding me.
"You gotta be fucking kidding me!" After all that's finished, and that guy who's the copper, Gary's strapped to the chair, and he's like,
Yeah.
just if anyone's got any like a spare moment, can you get me out of this fucking chair?
Yeah.
And
I know we've had a
he's
tough
still
day.
in the chair the whole time.
Brilliant, isn't it? Just
They
fucking
don't
legendary.
make them like that anymore. They don't make them like that anymore. Right, back to the quiz, guys. Number four. I'm sure you're both going to get this one. Scott,
Aliens.
Aliens, and Mike.
I put Aliens 3 for some reason.
Unfortunately,
Alien-
that's wrong, mate. It's Aliens.
Oh, again, I've done it again. I just
Aliens.
go with, I just thought, is it Aliens?
'Cause
I
I
don't know
think-
why.
I think Alien was green. Aliens
Yeah.
was blue.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I think Alien 3 was like, it had Alien 3 written, didn't it?
It had a
Like,
three,
it
didn't it?
was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it was a little bit different.
So it's
probably
Deep Space. Sorry.
What's that, mate?
I was just saying, Dead Space cost me, and bloody Aliens 3 cost me on that. Can't believe it. Sorry.
Well, we're going to go right back in time for the next one as well, mate. What have you got for number 5, Mike?
I put Zybots.
Zybots. And what did you put, Scott?
I put Alien Syndrome.
Guys, that was Berserk. The game
Oh.
Berserk.
Oh.
No, I had it on the Atari.
On
And
the
is
Atari.
that Spectrum one you showed the picture of? Is it a Spectrum cover, that?
No, it was the Atari. That
The
I
Atari?
took the
I had a different yeah, I had it on the Atari. I just don't remember that cover. Damn. Right, okay.
I stand corrected though if anyone wants to check.
No,
it could be.
The problem
It
with
really
Atari
could
is
be.
the games look fuck all like the covers. So it was like, that was the thing, you see. It's like,
I thought that was
a
a question. You know what? I didn't really think about that one too much because I thought, this one's in there for Mike. It's Alien Syndrome, and I thought it was the second cover.
Okay, number 6, Scott.
Chase HQ.
And Mike.
right. I couldn't remember the name of it. That's what's annoying. So that's the one I said. I knew the cover. I just couldn't remember the name of it. I kept saying Hot Pursuit, and that's what I was going to put. It's Chase HQ, right?
It is Chase HQ. I've got as much of that yellow Lamborghini in there as I could.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't
like
want to. I was
Toyotas
kind of
and-
focused on the other car.
I know.
Trying,
And
to
the
try
San
and maybe-
Francisco Bridge. Can't believe it.
Uh,
And it was good on that. And that's one of the games was all right on the arcade as well. I was pretty good at it.
Oh, apparently Hungary
Brilliant
have
on
scored
the,
again.
really good on the spade. Oh, you're
Yeah.
joking. Oh, yeah. Hungary are winning 2-1. That still keeps them in third. It does, but so that means we'll be playing Portugal. Okay, number 8. I used to always think that this front cover looked like the Predator a little bit.
You
but
missed
what did
one
you-
again. You missed one
Have
again,
I?
Paul. Number
Oh
7.
shit! Number 7. Number 7, guys. Scott.
And that is Double Dragon 3, the Rosetta Stone.
Yeah.
Mike.
That's why I put double. I just said Double Dragon 3.
Yeah, Double Dragon 3 is correct, guys. Both got that one right. That's why I was missing that one out. Fuck yous. So yeah, move on quickly to number 8, which was the one I was talking about. It used to always remind me of the Predator.
Yeah. I don't know what it
did
is.
What did you get for that, Mike?
I didn't put it. I didn't know what it was. It
No.
reminded me of a film called Extra.
Oh, close.
You're
Scott, what did you
close.
say?
It's X out.
X out.
And they probably got the idea from the Extra Monster as well to do the
Yeah, it could be like a dodgy. Someone might have watched that film
Yeah.
and thought, yeah, that looks alright.
That's a great idea.
There's a few like that. There's a few. Bob Wakeland's done it a few times, hasn't he?
Who's
like,
that?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Bob Wakeland. Who done like Renegade and in Renegade. In
He was a
Renegade,
fiend
that's
for it.
definitely Tina Turner on the left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm
I'd say
about
what
to
was
tell you.
another guy. You might remember him on the old Medusa covers, like something Scotty Scatoni was the artist, and he used to do all like the Medusa video covers. And there's one or two there. I probably showed him in that book where he's took like Stallone from Cobra and just changed his face slightly and stuff like just complete rip-offs to a degree. But I suppose it's a good base art to start drawing from, I guess. But
Absolutely.
Schiotti, the guy's called Summit Schiotti, and he's a really good artist. But you can watch him see about 3 films with the same cover on. It's fucking ridiculous.
I'm just wondering if I've got it here because I've got a load of. Must be one of the ones I got rid of because it is on the Kicks label. But
Yeah.
I ain't got it there. Have I? No.
I think I've got the original release of that X out.
It's a good game. Colin Cox
Yeah.
has got to come in. He's picking it up there. Greiser as well. Yeah, I think that's what I was saying. Was that Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
From Predator, I think. And
Well, the famous one is IK Plus, isn't it? It's
Steven Seagal.
what's his name? Steven
Chuck
Seagal,
Norris,
isn't it?
I
Yeah.
think Chuck Norris is on there as well for good measure.
Yeah.
Even there's a version of the Akari Warriors cover, and it's what's his face? He was in
That's got to be
Predator.
Stallone.
There's
really?
two. There's another one where they look like really camp cover. Actually, I don't know if it's for Nintendo, and it's what's his name?
It might be
I
Greiser.
Got Time to Bleed. Steve
Schwarzenegger.
Austin. No, the wrestler.
Oh, Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, it's just him in a younger
Ain't got
version.
time to bleed.
Yeah.
Got time to duck.
Yeah.
Predator. Guys, I could
It's a
talk
good
about
one,
Predator
isn't it?
all night. Oh, fucking I just
Some
love it.
films are just
I
on.
love
and
the
you just
music.
watch them.
The music
Yeah.
just has me right from the beginning. Dun, 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 dun,
That's
dun,
what
dun,
brings
dun,
you.
dun, and the fucking choppers coming in and say,
Yeah.
man, I can't wait for this shit to get fucking kicked off."
Even though we've seen it like 100 times, it's like, oh, I'm going to watch
So
it.
it's like Commando, I literally only really watched the last 15, 20 minutes max. Like that bit at the end where he's fucking zipping everything up and pumping Tiny's boots. Oh, yeah.
I actually watched it I watched it last weekend. It was on TV, so I just watched it.
It's always
the
on
best-
ITV4.
Oh, yeah. The best bit in it for me is when he hangs that guy off the cliff who's just a complete nasty little bastard and he just fucking drops him off. That's the best bit of the film. Yeah.
I thought you were going to kill me last. I lied. He actually fights his mate out of Predator in that. You know the
Bill Duke,
the guy-
isn't it? Is it Bill Duke?
Yeah. Yeah, he
He's
fights-
it's got the worst stunt double in that, by the way, Bill Duke. It's just ridiculous. He's got hair. He put like a cap on him to look like he's got real
really?
hair. It's just like, come on, it can't be that bad. I tell you one I've not watched a lot is I've seen it once or twice. Is Raw Deal, and it's actually quite a good film.
It's not bad. It's not bad
Yeah.
because nobody gives Schwarzenegger a raw deal.
What is your favourite? What is your favourite Arnie film then? That's a
Probably
question.
Conan, the first Conan.
For me, it's one of two, and it's not what you're going to think. It's either Predator or I absolutely love Total Recall.
I was going to
I
say
love
mine.
Total
Mine.
Recall.
Mine's Total Recall. I do love Predator. That's right up there as well. But
Yeah.
Total Recall just
So close.
edges it for
Yeah.
me.
I think it's because
anyway.
it's more sci-fi, so I enjoyed that more, and it's got Sharon Stone in, and it's
Yeah.
ultra violent.
Yeah.
Like, when he
Shockingly
loses his
violent,
arms
isn't
on the
Shockingly violent, actually. I watched it the other
Brilliant.
week again.
the
I
remake.
was
It
just to
shouldn't
see
even be
that.
mentioned in the same breath.
No.
The remake was just fucking horrific. Absolutely.
Is that
horrendous.
with the Irish actor Colin
Yeah, the
Farrell?
Irish guy.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know why the remake. That could have been a film on its own, to be honest.
He was in Bruges. I enjoyed that in Bruges. I thought that
Oh,
was
Yes,
a
that's a
film.
good film. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably
Really
his
good
best
film.
film. Yeah,
It's absolutely hilarious.
yeah.
It really
There's
is
one,
hilarious.
I watched him recently where he's an head assassin. I think it's a female assassin movie. I can't remember what it's called now. And it was okay. It wasn't.
He's an assassin in that, actually, isn't he? I'm sure he's an assassin
Yes,
in Bruges. Right, guys. So that was Double Joint 3. That was X out. So number 9. We've got a classic game here. What do you think number 9 was, Mike?
I had 3 games down, but I'm going to go with Golden Axe.
Golden Axe. And what did you say, Scott?
And I've put Golden Axe Warrior.
It is Golden Axe Warrior.
Oh, damn. I actually had Barbarian and Gauntlet in that list as well, believe it or not. For some reason.
I love Gauntlet.
Did Barbarian come out on the Master System?
No.
No. Yeah, so I had Golden Axe anyway, but I suppose it was almost... As my whole night's been, it's almost been there, but never
It
made.
was close, man. It was close. It's like watching an England game. It really is.
That's the best analogy you can have to my performance tonight. Probably worse.
And last but not least, number 10. Scott, we'll go with you on this one, mate. What did you have?
Well,
for number 10?
I'm becoming a Nintendo expert now, and that's Duck Hunt.
Well, I don't know if you can say that live on air. Oh, Duck Hunt, right? Okay. Mike, what do you reckon, Mike?
I've got Resident Evil 5.
I have no idea how you got Resident Evil.
No, Duck Hunt. I got Duck Hunt as well.
For that. Yeah, it was Duck Hunt. It was Duck Hunt.
What scares me more is you look at me with belief as well. Like, can you imagine Mike saying that?
If that was the first question, I probably would have thought, nah, he's taking the piss here. Oh, fuck me. It's been good crap tonight, guys. It really has.
Oh, no, we're playing Germany. Germany's equalised. Oh.
Equalised. You know it's coming. You know it's happening, don't you?
Oh.
We just have to watch videos of that penalty shootout for like a whole week.
Yeah.
And then we'll be like, you know what? I'm fucking glad we're out. That's it. Done.
Yeah.
Go back to normal. Then.
What makes me laugh is what I enjoy. What makes me laugh is when things like this. It's almost staged. It's like we're all going to complain. But I guarantee you're going to have 50% of people going, I'm not bloody watching it, and everyone will end up watching it. That's the thing. I suppose that's the fun of it, really, despite the outcome.
So, quickly in the chats there, Colin, you got 13 out of 13. Scott, you are still the reigning champion of the Retro Gamer Quiz.
Oh, did Scott win? Did Scott win?
Scott just got in there. I honestly, yeah, Mike, it was a stellar performance. It really was. Like you were saying, you were pretty, you were worried how many you were going to get, but I think you've done pretty well, to be quite honest.
There were so many near misses. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 near misses tonight, but they weren't right, were they?
It was close, though. It was close. Honestly, when I'm on that side, that's probably how I'm going to go, because like normally in our house, like if there's any questions, I'll remember one bit of the answer, and then my wife kind of remembers the other bit, or vice versa, and it just works like that. So yeah, I'll be the same. I'm dreading being on, but I'm glad that I won't have to do any of this shit on this side of the screen. It'll be a refreshing change. So yeah, Mike is the winner. Scott is the winner. As always, I've got a tiebreaker question here, which I'll just ask anyway. And the tiebreaker was, how many Nintendo DSs were sold? And that is all of the system variants. DSs. So the DS, fucking just all of them, all together. How many Nintendo DSs were sold?
30 million.
30 million, Scott.
90 million.
154 million
Ooh.
units. That's a
That's
decent
a lot.
sell, that
An
one.
idiot bought one of them.
I've got one down. I've got one down there. But guys, you've been absolutely fantastic. Congratulations, Scott.
Well done, Scott.
Cheers, boys.
Done great again. The next quiz, which will be 2 weeks tonight, when I just double check here, is James from Game Zone Birdroom. Now,
Ooh.
I'm not going to do it. I want to do it, but I'm not going to shout it.
If it was any other type of stream, I'd have absolutely got him in here because he lives about about 10 mile away, which for me up here is amazing that anybody lives that close. But he moved to the Highlands a couple of months ago, and he's still not been to the shed yet. But we're definitely going to sort it out. Can't have him that close and not get him over.
No, definitely.
It's got to happen. We were going to do Retro Chef's birthday on Swap Shop, but his shifts were a bit fucked up, so ended up missing them. So I don't know. We'll definitely that'll be a good show. But Mike, stellar effort, mate, and it's been just amazing getting the crack with you. And I kind of thought that this is how it would go tonight because I just know what you like, mate. I've been really looking forward to speaking to you. But when I dropped you out the stream, but it was fun though. It was fun. So I'll drop you into the background, Mike, and then
well done, guys.
And I'll catch up with you in a couple of minutes. Okay, mate?
No worries.
See you later, mate.
See ya.
Now, my mouse just doesn't seem to be working again. There we go. A few technical difficulties. Scott, well done, mate. I think that's the highest score you're getting so far.
I think it is. I quickly looked, and I think I got 21. Was it?
I've got 22, but I'll have a double check.
Yeah, no, it is 22. I didn't count Aladdin, but yeah, 22. I think that is my best so far, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it is, mate. I'm pretty sure it is. And thanks everyone at home for joining us. I just obviously want to ask what you've got planned because you promised so much new content. There was a lot of promises.
There's a lot, man. We've got. I've been working on editing my Spectrum Spectaculars. It was 2 months ago. It was over 2 months. My last Spectrum video. I couldn't believe it. So this week. I have just been playing so much Spectrum. So there's a video that will be going up very soon on that. And there's loads of Spectrum videos on I've got an arcade video coming, which is all about arcade jammer PCBs and all that. And the Mega Drive Final Countdown. There is a massive video in the pipeline for that. So yeah.
Sounds good, mate. You know that I always enjoy the Spectrum videos. Probably, well, I don't know. I'm a convert. I enjoy the Spectrum. I really do.
I really enjoy making the Specky videos. They're probably, obviously I love my Sega, but for some reason, when it's the Spectrum videos, I get an extra buzz because there's just so much nostalgia there.
It's the nostalgia.
And, yeah,
it is.
It's definitely.
I totally agree. I think this year I've probably played more Spectrum than Commodore 64. Well, at least until recently, like with the last couple of vids I've done. But up until that point, I'd definitely played more Spectrum than anything else. Which is bizarre. I didn't see that one coming. I also wanted to mention Retro Gaming Revival stream tomorrow. They're kicking off at 5:00, and they have got the Oliver twins, who of course created Dizzy. So I am a bit of a Dizzy fan, so that's on their channel tomorrow at 5 p.m. And then
I better message David on that. David will be up for that one, won't he? Dave plays retro games badly. He'll be there. He'll be the first one now.
Like, fuck you assholes and all. But later on tomorrow night, we've also there's the VHS bootlegger stream, and that's about Brandon Lee, and that starts tomorrow at 8:00. I always try to watch the VHS bootleggers on a Thursday as well, and he's got Game Zone Birdroom on, Nerdy Geezer and Eat Northerner. So looking forward to
I'm looking forward to that.
And then, of course, we'll probably see your good self on Sunday night with the
Yes.
swap shop.
Yes. I'm hoping to have a lot of different stuff to show. I've been having a good old...
How fast did they come round, though? It just seems like they come round like fucking hell.
Like the quiz as well. The quiz, the swap shop. It's just like before you know it, it's the next one. It's crazy.
It isn't, like, I was speaking to Mike just before, and I was like, I couldn't do it every week. I just haven't got the time. Like, it takes me this amount of time to put it all together. Like, all the different questions and rounds that I wouldn't be able to do it any faster. So yeah. But that's all. That's everyone I want to say thank you for, and thanks for the people who subscribed recently. I've had quite a bit of a jump, and I appreciate everyone's support, and of course from your good self, Scott, give me a bit of a mention right at the beginning of your last video, actually. So thanks for that, mate.
Always will, mate. And you're doing fantastic stuff. Your content's been great. I can't wait to see your Commodore video. Because I watched the part 1, I've just got to see part 2. But now you've spoiled it because it was Platoon that won. But you know,
to be fair, I mean, like it was always going to be Platoon. It was the first ever Hit Squad game that I bought, and it was one of the games that I seen on my mate's computer, which made me want to get the Commodore 64. Like we only ever played the first level because it's pretty difficult, but that first level is just so nostalgic. It just had to be that. It really didn't. But I'd say that the top 3 or 4, like fun wise, could be in any order. But it's just that little bit extra nostalgia for Platoon, which
totally.
edged it. So enjoyed making that one. Right, well, anyway, we're going to go because we're going to maybe try and catch the highlights of the football. So thanks everyone for joining tonight. You'll be up against James from Game Zone, Bird Room Game Zone. Yeah, so that'll be good. I'm really going to have to catch up on some of his content to try and get an idea of like a bit more like But as I say, Saturday morning's pretty much the only chance I get these days to watch it, especially having a job and that. Like filling my head with so much information during the day that I'm just knackered on the night time.
Yeah.
Really am. But you know that feeling, mate, because you've had a hard day yourself today.
Yeah.
But you're looking very refreshed. Right, anyway, guys, that's it. We're going to go. So goodbye, Scott, and see you in 2 weeks' time if I don't see you on Sunday.
Yep. See you soon.
See you later, mate. So thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us for another Retro Gamer quiz. As you see, Sega Zombie marches on again. Will James be able to break his run? At the minute, after his best score ever this week, he's going from strength to strength. I just don't know. He's got his work cut out for him. Anyway, guys, that's enough from me. Till next time.